Okay, this is the new tutorial for the Life is Better in Flip-Flops card. It has the woven grass-looking mat. So basically, I have the files ready for you. You can download them for free. I'll share those later. Basically, how you bring them into the design space, you click on Upload Image, Vector Upload, Browse, and then you find them and bring them in. Okay, so these flip-flops, I have them let me look here, 1.68 by 1.92. It doesn't have to be that size. I never do exact measurements because I'm not good with exact measurements. So I just kind of wing it and hope for the best. The Life is Better in Flip-Flops part, you will just get the banner. You will not get the words. You have to type those words in. You have to add the text and then line it up and click attach to get it to work together so it cuts and draws it in the right spot. And that is 4.05 by 0.55. Like I said, I don't go by real measurements. I just kind of move it around and guess. Now these are going to be the panels for the grass mat. As far as those, I don't do exact size either. There's the measurements for those. Okay, so I went and cut out all my pieces already because it takes a long time. Okay, so here's the original. Now these flip-flops, these are a different flip-flop than before, but thought I'd mix it up. You have if you look at the piece between the toe and then the light gray pieces on the side, those will cut out in 3 pieces, unfortunately, so they are tiny. I had to use some medical tweezers to get them because they're really sharp. And then this piece here will come out, the dark gray piece will come out as one, and then this yellow. So I already put those together. And I cut out our panels and our Life is Better in Flip-Flops. Now to get the font, I did have to download that from dafont.com, dafont.com. And to get the fine print, I used this type of pen. It's the Precise V5. For this other card, it's a teal. I got it in the same pack. Same type of pen, just a teal color. Okay, let's get started. Oh, and for this, this banner, I like to use, if you see the old one, I like to use it so it's the same cardstock as the background. So I have these cards, and you can cut your own card or use a pre-made one, whatever. Usually what I do is I take this one, and I always have a scrap one of these. So I put a scrap piece of that in there, so if you see it's the same type of paper. Alright, so give me just a second here. I'm going to have my sister hold the camera while I put this one together. Okay. Now for the panels, this part's a little tricky because you have to try to weave it in and out. I'll show you how big the panels are compared to the paper. See, my other card wasn't this big, but that's okay. They weren't that big on the other card. Okay, so what I have is a ATG gun. I'm gonna put one strip at the top. That was kind of crooked. It's hard to see. One strip at the top and one strip at the bottom. That's it. I think I went a little too far, but that's all right. Okay, so basically you're gonna set them up. We'll have to do the banner up at the top because I put that there and it's not enough room at the bottom now, but that's okay. This is just the general idea. So the point is, let me take these. Okay, point is that you can put your finger kind of in there, but the edges are stuck. So that's going to be really helpful for weaving, so you don't want to glue this whole part yet. Okay, so just put these. Just line them up. And I have a lot more that are in the file simply because I hate cutting the exact amount that I need, because then, you know, by Murphy's Law, the Cricut will always mess one up or something, and then I have to do it all over again. So you don't have to use the amount that are in the file. That's just kind of to help you out. Because I have like 10 left over here that I'm not going to use. Okay. Alright, that's about good. Okay. So now we're going to take another one. And if you can see, you can kind of see in there, they're not completely glued. So you're going to start lacing, and you're just going to do every other. Kind of hard to do. Every other one. And the good thing about it is if you can't get it in, you can just peel this up and put it right back down. I try to just lace them through, but that doesn't work all the time. Okay. Now these are pretty much going to be held in here just by the other strips. So this has no glue underneath it yet. My old one, my other card, the first one I made, I did attach it with glue later, so I'll show you how to do that later. Okay. So you can tell we're starting to get the little basket weave type of style. I'll lift all these tabs up at the bottom just so it's easier for the sake of time. Okay. Messed that one up. Alright. I'm going to do a couple more. I don't know if I'm going to make this go the whole length of the basket. Like how long it is right now, because that's pretty big for those two little flip-flops. Okay, how about I leave it that size? Now, this might be a little tricky. You're going to peel it off. I know it sounds stupid that we glued it on and then we're going to peel it off, but it really helps you keep it in place whenever you're trying to weave. Oh, I messed it up. That's alright. We'll still use this little bit. Okay. The good thing about this glue is it rubs right off. You just take your thumb and it rubs right off and it looks like a bunch of boogers or something. It's gross. Okay. Alright. So because I only made this, I'm just making it little for the sake of time, I'm just going to cut it. and hope it doesn't fall apart. Okay. I'll cut the other edges too. I made mine a little too long. I should have measured it up before I cut it, but like I said earlier, I'm not good at measurements and I just wing it. Okay. So you can push these in here so it's a little bit tighter. Let's see. Okay. So now trying to tighten this up so it looks the best it can. And I could try to like crimp the edges a little bit. If you look at this one, I tried to move the edges a little bit so that I gave it like some texture. Alright, so now I'm going to put the glue where I actually want it to go. So I'm going to put like a square of glue. Sometimes I think I use too much, but I will. Okay. So now we're going to glue it down. And you can't see the glue with all the weave in there behind, so I do have a little piece sticking out here, but I'll rub it right off. That's what I love about this Scotch glue gun. Okay. So this one isn't perfect and it doesn't look as good as the last one, but that's okay. Alright, so now let me get, I'll put some little, the other one I had a little gem on the flip-flop, so I'll line it up and see what size fits. Put a gem on the middle of the flip-flop. Okay. Same with the other one. Okay. So, put glue on the other side. Probably should have done that before I put the gem on, but whatever. The other flip-flop, do you see the pattern on this one? Both the sole of it and then like the thong part that goes between your toes. Those were from a pad of paper called, it was Doodlebug, I think Snips and Snails. It was like baby boy paper. So that's how I use that. And this paper is from the same collection except for the thong strap in the middle. That was just plain gray paper from Die Cuts with a View. Got that on Amazon. Okay. So there's that. So now I'm going to put this on. I think I'll put it at the top this time because the bottom looks a little cramped. So let's glue this down. Put it there. And I'll put some gems on it in the corners like the last one I did. Make this one's a little bit bigger. And this card doesn't look as nearly as nice as the other one, but this was just for the sake of the tutorial. And that other one took a lot longer than this, and I wanted to make this a short video. Okay, so here is the finished card. Let's see if I can try to get, there we go. And it's not nearly as nice